Okay, so out here, just, we're in this beautiful energy, and just more generally, this beautiful energy. Yes, I am in a place that reflects the energy, which is always a bonus. But as I've been saying, and no doubt will continue to say, the world starts within. So our inner glow is a priority. Our kind of inner energy, the kind of interior, and the way that we're choosing to furnish our interior is important. So yes, in spite of this beautiful view, I'm currently in what will be the bar area. In fact, I'm on the bar doing this. There's still lots to do. I thought, right, let's do a card read. And I've pulled 7 cards. I'm not a reader per se. I don't follow a formula. But 7 is my favourite number, my life path number, my month of birth. I was also born in the 7th decade. So yeah, it's a number that's significant to me, so why not 7 cards? And these cards are, Tower, which sometimes people find scary, but I don't. Change is part of life, right? We can't grow if we don't have change. And I don't know about you, definitely in my life, sometimes I avoid making certain changes or taking certain actions, and then maybe it comes, in a harsher way or a more dramatic way, or in a way that that might throw me off track. But actually, the Tower per se, it's not scary. Okay, it's not scary. Change isn't scary. There is a saying, isn't there, about something, I can't remember now, something along the lines of it being, more frightening to stay the same than to change. And certainly for me, when I reach the end of my life on this plane, I hope to have not felt the force of regret or, succumb to feeling safe in a way that actually means that I am imprisoned by my own fears. So the first card is the Tower, as you can see there. And the Tower is all about change. Dramatic change, but also that the change can be external, but it can also be internal. It may be a revelation, but fundamentally it means that there's change afoot, and it may come in quite a dramatic way. And you can see here the Tower kind of falling down. There's all sorts of different imagery around this. I like these images, this from this deck, just because one of the things that I wouldn't do ever is to apply gloom and doom to messages to people. Everything is relative. Everything is relative. And, yes, we can consider, I wonder, maybe I need to consider this, I need to be mindful of that. But again, everything's relative. It's all about the kind of association that we make and the interpretation. And even looking at cards, we go to art galleries and we look at images and we formulate our own views about those images and what they mean. And possibly you'd have 100 people looking at the same image who would have different interpretations. So, the Tower, change is afoot. Ideal time within Cancer season, my time, my season. We've just had summer solstice. Change is afoot. And, you know, again, how we approach that change is crucial. It's important that we question, that we maybe bring some childlike energy to what's afoot. You know, what does it mean? What can I learn? What are the blessings? Where's this taking me? What am I missing? What more is there to know? And being really gentle about that. You know, life is an adventure after all. And I guess the Fool was kind of, I put it to the side because I was thinking it's kind of the overriding message, and maybe it is, but you know, the Fool is very much that childlike energy, that, you know, going for it, taking a leap of faith and not being afraid, and not overthinking, and getting out of our own way, and all of those one-liners that we could use in that moment. And again, look, 10 of air. 10 is affirming to us that we're moving into new chapters. That we're moving into new chapters, and that actually air means that for the most part this is interior, this is internal. So again, going back to the Tower, you know, you can see here that it's all air actually. It's all air. In the minor arcanas, they're all air. So embracing that change, accepting the change, relishing it almost, you know, allowing yourself to be excited by that. And recognising that doors have to close, endings have to happen in order for that change to come in. You know, we have to make room. It's important that we make room. So, you know, and again, we may not be the ones to do that because for all sorts of reasons, which I've mentioned, but actually the Tower will say, don't worry, I'm taking care of that for you. Now you have the space. Now you can bring in the new things and take the leap of faith. And then here, again, you know, questioning, querying, being open. And there's something about, again, being really clear about how our own negative voice can get in the way. You know, with the 6 of air there, you know, relinquishing the negativity, the negative voice, and embracing and inviting in the positivity, the positive voice, being curious. You know, the Page being very, again, childlike, being curious. You know, we can have some really old tapes, records, or it wouldn't be that nowadays, but, you know, within our brain that give us certain messages, and it's up to us to override those and re-record, reframe, relearn, renew, allow ourselves and allow ourselves to reclaim our interior, our space. It's ours. Okay, air. Thoughts, words, self-talk. And then this beautiful message around love and us all being connected, and us all being, if we want to perceive this in unity, and us all being one. We are one. I'm outside, so I'm batting away a few midges and things as I do this. But yes, love. Oneness, togetherness. Being aware of the bigger picture of us all. being together and kind of moving into these new things. Again, not through fear, not from fear or from a place of fear, but a place of love, wholeheartedness, leading with the heart, being heart-centered. Being heart-centered, positive, and taking that leap of faith, embracing those new things, letting our journey unfold the way it's supposed to. And again, going back to the tower, you know, the tower will bring whatever is supposed to be brought into our lives. It's up to us to embrace. It's up to us to embrace and spread our wings and be open to the possibilities and let go of what we need to let go of and invite in what we need to invite in. It's up to us to do that. It's up to us to operate from love. Again, going back to our interior, the world starts within. So whatever we're leaping into, let's leap into it with a positive attitude, with enthusiasm, because it's up to us to do that. It's our choice. And this is how we maintain our self-determination, our change agency, and ultimately our sovereignty, which, for those that kind of follow anything that I'm up to, that's exactly what this is all about.